Did you know that you're actually a star? No, you literally are a star. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about how this fact can actually help you with your self-worth and your self-image overall. So stay tuned. Let's just jump right into it. Yo, what is good, everybody? It's your boy Noah back again with another YouTube video. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to today's video. If you are new to my channel, welcome. I help people awaken to their true abilities through wellness and spirituality. And first off, before we get started into this video, I have a couple things to say. First off, that I am super grateful for each and every one of you that have been tuning into these videos. You know, I so heavily enjoy making these videos, and I enjoy being able to inspire you and lighten up your mood a little bit. That is my goal here on this channel, and so it fills me with infinite gratitude to know that people are grateful to see my videos and that they are happy with the content that I put out. So I want to say a big shout out to each and every one of you who have been checking out my YouTube videos, and if you're watching this video, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. And before we get into the video, I want to ask you guys a question, because I've been kind of hesitant to actually wear these glasses during my YouTube videos because, as you can see, it's kind of a little bit of a glare. Let me know down in the comment section below if it's distracting to you, and if you want me to make my videos without them, because, you know, I'm cool with either or. I don't think it's too distracting, but just let me know down in the comment section if you'd like to see videos with me without my glasses on, or if you don't mind the slight glare. But with that being said, guys, in today's video, I want to talk to you guys about how you are a star. And if you struggle with your self-worth and your self-image overall, I want to talk to you about how we can integrate this fact of us being a star into our day-to-day life, and to be able to live ultimately a life of prosperity and abundance. One thing I really enjoyed, I was watching The Ultimate Fighter. If you don't know what that is, it's actually a UFC show catered towards MMA fighters who are trying to make it into the UFC. And so I was watching this show, and the bantamweight champion of this previous season, Volkanovski versus Max Holloway, he actually said something very interesting at the post-fight press conference, and I want to share it because this kind of goes hand in hand with my video. He said that in a world where there's so much turmoil, you know, don't quote me on this because I'm kind of saying it verbatim, but in a world that's full of so much turmoil, now is the time to come together. And he said that we all come from, you know, we all come from the same place. We all come from the stars and the moon and the sun. And the reason why I point this specific comment out is because it's true. You know, we are literally made of stars, and we are filled with hydrogen, oxygen, carbon. But you know what else contains hydrogen, carbon, and oxygen? Stars. You know what I mean? And so we are literally stars, you know what I mean? And so because of this fact, it is a lot easier for us to be able to understand the importance of our life and the significance of our life. You know, because you are a star, there is nothing on this planet that you can't do. And, you know, ask the ultimate fighting champion, ask the tough champion, you know, that question, he'll tell you the same thing. There isn't anything that you can't do on this planet. It's all about acknowledging, you know, how valuable you are. You know what I mean? Because our self-worth is linked to how we actually view ourselves, and it's all subjective. You know what I'm saying? Our reality is so malleable, meaning that it is however we perceive it. You know, if we look at ourselves as weak, if we look at ourselves as sucky, you know, if we look at ourselves as very negative, we're not going to achieve a lot of great things in our life. You know, no successful person in this world looks at themselves as unsuccessful. You know, everybody who has made it on a big scale and who is well known all look at themselves as successful, and that's the common theme when we talk about our self-worth. You know, it's how we view ourselves. And you know, because just like they're stars at what they do, you know, we're stars as well. Whether it's whatever that you want, it is that you want to do, you know, find something that you enjoy doing, because massive creativity arises when we are doing what we love, when we are passionate about achieving a goal, you know, when we strive for greatness, you know. And so I want to make this video to encourage you that you are a star and there's nothing that you can't do on this world. You know, take it coming from me, right? I started out with like 4 subscribers and now I have over 130, you know what I mean? And I'm super grateful for that. But that's, you know, this is just the start. And just like you know what I mean? Just like you can do exactly what I'm doing if you want. You know, you can be a writer, you can be an artist, you can be a musician, whatever it is that you want to be. The only difference that's separating me from you is your belief system. You know, you have to believe that you can achieve anything that you want. You know, and if you struggle with this, something that has helped me out tremendously has been, you know, I am affirmations. And because when we look at this universe, we have to realize that it is all energy, it's all frequencies. And so that means everything that we see, everything that we say, right? I said I did this for C, but everything that we see, everything that we say, right? It all carries a certain frequency. And so when we are saying positive self-affirmations about ourselves, like I am great, I am powerful, I am wealthy, right? I am beautiful, right? Just say that to yourself right now. I am wealthy, I am beautiful, I am amazing, right? If you are used to doubting yourself and if you're used to saying negative things about yourself, your mind might creep in and say, no, you're not. You know, but if you find that, you know, I've found that the more I've said this continuously, the more it has been ingrained into my subconscious mind. And that's the goal here, is understanding that our mind at a subconscious level is where all of our manifestations come from. You know, it doesn't really happen on a conscious level. It all happens on the subconscious level, meaning everything that we perceive, everything that we say, everything that we hear, you know. That is why it's important to surround yourself with positivity. You know, even if your life is full of negative situations and negative, you know, environments, you can still turn that into a positive situation. It's all about perspective. You know, did you wake up on a bed today, right? Not a lot of people have that privilege, and so that is something to be grateful for. And that is something else that has helped me with my self-image, is understanding how privileged I am. You know, yes, I'm white and I have privileges, you know, from that, but overall, there's a lot of things that we can take out of our life, you know, to be grateful for. And being, you know, waking up on a bed is one of them. You know, drinking clean water is another one. Although a lot of the water is poisonous nowadays, but a lot of it has fluoride in it. But you get what I'm saying. You know, did you eat a meal today? Right? Are you able to eat whenever you'd like? Right? Can you see? Right? Can you move your arms? Right? Can you move your legs? Right? These are things to be grateful for. And when our perspective changes from this is what I don't have to, oh, look at what I do have, then that is when our life takes a complete 180. And that's when we start to change our world. That's when we start to live a life full of prosperity and abundance, because we're acknowledging the abundance that we have in our life. And that is how we can improve our self-image, and that is how we can start to live a life full of prosperity and abundance. And it starts with what we're saying about ourselves. You know, I want to get into a story. I've said this before, this kind of the story that I really enjoy because it's so true, and it you know, it made me realize how powerful I was, you know what I'm saying? Because I would say I am affirmations, one specific one, I am confident. You know, I used to struggle with self-confidence issues growing up, but I've gotten a lot better with that. You know, I've become a lot more confident during, you know, this time. And during that time that I'm talking about, I would say I am confident to myself each and every day. You know what I'm saying? On a day-to-day basis. This continued within a couple of weeks. You know, this continued for a couple of weeks. I kept saying it every single day, I am confident, right? And after those couple weeks passed, it was ingrained into my subconscious mind. And how I knew it was ingrained into my subconscious mind is I started to believe it. You know, I started to be like, yeah, I am confident. Like, yeah, and you know, your energy changes. You know, you become a lot more magnetic to people. People pick up on the fact that you are actually confident because that is actually how you view yourself. And so what happened? I go into work the next day. Everybody sees me as confident. You know, everybody, you know, I started, people from, you know, work wanted to hang out with me who I didn't really even talk to that much, right? There were, you know, beautiful women who I used to work with who invited me to go to the beach with them just randomly. You know what I'm saying? And so, all because my self-image changed about myself. You know, think about it. That was just one affirmation. Imagine if you pile that on with 9 more and you say 10 affirmations to yourself each and every day, right? And you just repeat it to yourself. That's a lot of subconscious changes that are being changed in your subconscious mind, and it's going to reflect in your reality, you know, because you start to embody these affirmations, you start to believe it. You know, surround yourself with I am affirmations. I have a poster that says I am, and a whole bunch of I was going to say a whole bunch of negative affirmations, but a whole bunch of positive affirmations. You know, so surround yourself with a lot of positive affirmations. You know, find things to be grateful for, right? Our life doesn't have to be, you know, it have to be negative. You know, our life doesn't have to be poor. It doesn't have to suck. You know, and I understand that there's going to be situations in our life that we can't, you know, handle, right? There are going to be certain times in our life where we're going to get tripped up and we're going to say, man, this is really a really unfortunate situation that happened. You know, there are going to be just certain situations in our life that happen that are like that, but always try to take something positive out of it, right? Always try to learn from it, because when we learn from it, then that is when the universe will reflect abundance and prosperity into our life, because we are grateful for what we have, but our self-image is also very positive, and everybody sees us as how we see ourselves. You know, the very powerful thing about self-image is that when we believe that we are very strong-minded, we are very strong-willed, we are confident, right? Other people start to see us that way because that's how we see ourselves. You know, a lot of people view me as wealthy. You know, that doesn't mean I have a lot of money, but that's because that's what I believe for myself. You know, so it doesn't really necessarily mean that you have a lot of money when you say that you're wealthy, but it doesn't matter, because wealth doesn't equate to how much money you have, right? It's about how you view yourself, right? I view myself as a wealthy person, right? Because I am doing what I love each and every day. And so the wealth manifests in that. And so with that being said, guys, I really hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Thank you so much for tuning in to today's video. If you want your hands on amazing supplements that I've been using for the past couple of months, feel free to click the first link in the description. I really appreciate each and every one of you for tuning into today's video. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, feel free to let me know down in the comment section below. And if you have any questions for future videos that you want me to talk about, feel free to let me know in the comments below as well. With that being said, I love you guys. Have a wonderful afternoon, morning, or night wherever you're at. And peace, love, and happiness. Mwah.